dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
To kick off for the Patriots.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Anderson loses the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now this time he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10.
On first and 10, it's Strong.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second and 4. Looking middle, and that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's third and 4 now. Looking to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
To throw on second down, Hutchinson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. 17-0 our score after one.
Patriots 17, Saints nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Go! 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That's good for 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Strong. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Pierre Strong. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Hutchinson. Forced out to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off play action. Hutchinson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Kamara on the read option. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the 1st quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run with Strong. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down and they will lose the football. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before break. Hutchinson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Tackle by Darrell Taylor. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hutchinson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hutchinson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Strong. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Hutchinson. Buying time to his left. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buddy Johnson in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Bulldozes past him.
And the Saints are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second down.
Kamara trying again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Looking to throw. Hutchinson. And this is going to be intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Patriots 31, Saints 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Hutchinson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing on third and long. Hutchinson, he's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead is Strong. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Jones is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hutchinson, he's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 28-yard line.
Second and 2. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Saints 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hutchinson. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Hutchinson. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The busy night continues for Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles.